I'm going to make this video today, and then I'm going to think about how I want to continue covering the WNBA, if I want to continue covering the WNBA, because one thing I know for sure is I cannot handle another season like we had last year. What's up, you guys? I'm Rachel DeMita, and welcome to the Courtside Club. I cannot believe that we've had exactly one weekend of the WNBA, and things have already gotten this bad. I did not sign up to cover a reality show, to cover drama, to cover politics, to cover race relations when it comes to a league that I thought was a professional basketball league. Unfortunately, this league continues to prove that it's not that, and the media continues to prove that they are not going to cover it as if these are actual athletes playing a sport. They're going to use it to push narratives, to push think pieces, to make the sport into something that it is not, and I don't know how much more I can take of this. So if you guys haven't seen what's going on right now, the WNBA is investigating hateful fan comments after the Clark-Reese incident. If you guys were on live with me, I was doing a live watch party for the Chicago Sky Indiana Fever game, and we were live reacting to everything that was going on the court. The clip that has seen around the world was Caitlin Clark's foul on Angel Reese that was upgraded to a flagrant 1. I've already given you guys my opinions on that. You can watch the last video if you want to know how I feel about that. But when I saw that play happen, immediately my first thought was, here we go again. This is the clip that every media outlet is going to use. Here come the think pieces. Here come the social media trolls who are gonna go crazy over this one play. And I was actually nervous about it. Like, if you guys go back and watch that live, I talked about it for like 10 minutes, and I said the thing that worries me the most is how social media and the media are going to run with this. It was a basketball play that should have been that, and then we got over it. But I know how things are when it comes to this league, and I was 1,000% right. And unfortunately, I was more right than I even wanted to be, because it has escalated into something where now there is an investigation going on because there has been hateful fan comments supposedly directed towards Angel Reese, and there were things going on in the arena where now the narrative is back that we heard all last season. The narrative is back that Indiana is not a safe place to play because the fans there are terrible. They're racist. They scream slurs during the game. And I'm mad about this because what seems to have happened is the WNBA saw things that people were saying on Twitter that ended up being lies, because now, and I can say that with full conviction, because now we have seen a million angles of what they were talking about. So there's this audio clip that the Indiana Fever DJ plays during the game, and it's a sound from a YouTuber, and it's him laughing like a dolphin. And they played that multiple times throughout the game. Somebody on Twitter said that they were there at the game and they heard that one fan, they were fans making monkey noises at Angel Reese when she was at the free throw line. That's just not true. But now the WNBA has essentially said, But now the WNBA has essentially verified those claims and said that they're launching an investigation. And it's not only them who had to put out a statement. The WNBA put out a statement, the Indiana Fever put out a statement, the WNBA PA put out a statement, and the Chicago Sky put out a statement about these things. I want to say really quick, this video might be all over the place, but I just want to get my feelings out on this topic, and then I do actually have to think about how I want to move forward with covering this league, because it's actually embarrassing. It's so embarrassing covering this league if this is going to be the whole season. I can't do it again, you guys. Like, I'm not interested. I'm this close to not being interested in the basketball anymore, because we can't escape this stuff that comes up. It was one game, and the WNBA wanted to capitalize on the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark rivalry by putting these two teams up against one another 5 times during this season. We have 4 more games of this, and this was game 1 on a basketball play. Has escalated into this. Now fans are petitioning for the All-Star game to not be held in Indiana because it's clearly not safe. There's a petition for Dave Portnoy to never be able to attend WNBA games. There is a petition for Caitlin Clark to be arrested. I'm not joking when I say this. Arrested. This is something that has also gone viral on social media. And I'm only bringing this up because the WNBA pays attention to what's going on social media. So if they're paying attention to it, I'm following what the league is saying. Like what the precedents that the league is setting, I'm following that because I'm covering the league. If they're going to pay attention to viral things on social media, I guess we have to also. There's a petition that has gone viral on social media for Caitlin Clark to be arrested because she stat padded. And supposedly, when she went back in the game to get her triple-double, that is the reason that Dave Portnoy hit his parlay and won over $300,000. I've actually seen screenshots of people emailing the WNBA to report this on the side of Caitlin Clark. The WNBA said Sunday it is investigating allegations of hateful fan comments directed at Angel Reese during Saturday's game between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever in Indianapolis after an incident involving Caitlin Clark and Reese. The WNBA strongly condemns racism, hate, and discrimination in all forms. They have no place in our league or in society. We are aware of the allegations and are looking into the matter. Reese declined to comment on Sunday through a representative. And then this is what the Sky had to say. We welcome that Storm, please stop. This is a serious video, buddy. And then this is what the Sky had to say. We welcome the WNBA's investigation of allegations of fan misconduct during our first game of the season. We will do everything in our power to protect Chicago Sky players, and we encourage the league to continue taking meaningful steps to create a safe environment for all WNBA players. And then this is what the Players Union had to say. The WNBA PA is aware of reports of hateful comments at yesterday's game in Indianapolis and supports the WNBA's current investigation into the matter. Such behavior is unacceptable in our sport. Under the WNBA's no space for hate policy, we trust the league to thoroughly investigate and take swift, appropriate action to ensure a safe and welcoming environment for all. Now, the Fever also put out a statement. They said, we are aware of the allegations of inappropriate fan conduct during yesterday's game, and we are working closely with the WNBA to complete their investigation. We stand firm in our commitment to providing a safe environment for all WNBA players. So everyone put out a statement. It is Monday in the year of 2025, and we still have no answers to this investigation. There was no clarity on what they were investigating, but everything points to the noises that were supposedly made from fans. I also want to let you guys know that during the game, from what I know and from what I've seen on multiple reports, including Scott Agnes, who is like one of the main reporters for the Pacers and the Indiana Fever, nothing happened during that game. There were no fans that were approached. There were no players who called out certain fans. There weren't other fans who were reporting other fans to get them kicked out of the game. There's also a clip going around of Angel Reese being booed at the foul line, and there are a lot of people who are saying that she endures so much hate, she shouldn't even play in Indiana anymore. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because my cat is going actually insane. You're being crazy. Just chill, okay? Chill. We need chill energy today. But the thing that frustrates me the most is, yes, I'm with the WNBA. I don't want there to be hate either. But we have to let fans be fans. You have to be able to boo the opponent in an arena. I had booing in high school. Like, that's why I'm so confused. Have any of the new fans or any of the WNBA fans in general, have they ever been a part of any sport? Have they ever witnessed any sport? Have you been to any game on any sort of level? Because I've been to an Indiana Fever game. It was mild compared to the games that I've been to. I've been to so many NBA games. I've been to EuroLeague games. I have been to Final Four basketball games. I've been to Duke UNC Final Four basketball game where it was Coach K's very last game. I have been to Knicks Boston game. I was courtside at Knicks versus Boston game, like the biggest rivalries in all of sports. I was at Kobe's game where he tore his Achilles. Like, I have been to some of the biggest basketball games in sports and see how fans are. I have been to Ohio State versus Michigan football games. If you want to talk about toxicity and actually being scared to be somewhere, let's talk about that. It's not an Indiana Fever game. I sat courtside for an Indiana Fever game. I was second row courtside. In front of me was an 85-year-old couple that I think have courtside season tickets because I've also seen them on the broadcast. Next to them was a woman with a mohawk and an Indiana Fever jersey on and her 7-year-old daughter or granddaughter, like some family member. Next to me was also a family and their kids. Behind me was a couple with their kids. Actually, at Indiana Fever games, if you want to actually know the clientele, it seems like compared to NBA games, it's a lot more children and it's a lot more older people, like people over the age of 70, as opposed to NBA games that I feel like are a lot of people around my age, like 20s, 30s, 40s, and a lot of men who are drunk. A lot of men who are drunk and who are gambling is the kind of clientele that you see at NBA games. Those fans are way more wild. I was sitting there second row courtside at the Indiana Fever game when the foul happened where Kiki Ariafen threw down Sophie Cunningham. The reaction to that foul online was 1,000 times worse than it was in the arena. And I can say, like, I have footage from the games. I've seen it with my own eyes. If there are fans who are saying racial slurs, they should immediately be kicked out and banned. And that is something that has been done in the NBA. We just had it happen recently with Draymond Green. There was somebody who was saying hateful things to Draymond Green, and he was kicked out and he was banned. There's stuff that has happened with Russell Westbrook where a fan has been kicked. There was something that happened even last season with Caitlin Clark, where she notified security, told them about the fan, and he was escorted out. Those things, I am on board with the league. I'm on board with you guys. Yes, please. There's no space for that. There's no space for that. But if you want to grow as a league, you have to make space for actual sports fans. Booing, cheering, chanting, sound effects. I feel like I'm preaching to an elementary school. Do I have to teach you guys what sports are about? And also, the players on the court, you should thrive in arenas where you feel like you're walking into enemy territory. Like, those are the games that you get up for because you know people don't like you. Let's talk about Game 7, OKC versus the Nuggets. Nikola Jokic is warming up. He's getting booed in his warm-ups 45 minutes before the game starts. 45 minutes before the game starts, and OKC fans are booing him. He's smiling it off. He's laughing it off. He's a big player. He's arguably the best player in the world right now. He's going to get booed. He's walking into enemy territory. He's walking into an arena where every single person has a blue OKC shirt on. That's what real competitors get up for. They get excited for that. That's the moment where you go out and you try to show them who you are. We cannot let the basketball be overshadowed by the drama like they did last season, or this will never be a serious league. The WNBA will never be serious. And there's going to be fans like me who are actually there for the basketball who are going to be like, yeah, no, I'm good. This is too much. Like, I'm not here for the politics. I'm not here for the reality show element. I'm not here for the race wars. I'm not here for that. I'm actually here for the basketball. And you guys are making it impossible for me to be here for the basketball. There's going to be fans like me who are going to be like, yeah, I'm good. Have your league. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing as a woman as well. Like, this is not a good representation of women's basketball. And it'd be one thing if the WNBA did their investigation, didn't make a big comment about it, or it'd be another thing if they had already come out and said what they've found in the investigation, but we haven't heard anything. And what I absolutely need from the WNBA, they need to come out and say exactly what they have found. They need to come out and say exactly what they found, exactly what they were investigating, where that came from. And I'm sorry, if there's somebody spreading lies online, like, those are the people that you should be looking at. And I also don't understand why in all of this, again, it's only things that were said to the Chicago Sky team, but have you seen the kind of things that are being said to the players on the Indiana Fever? And it's not just Caitlin, it's everyone. Aaliyah Boston, DeWanna Bonner, who had an historic night that we haven't even been able to celebrate because of all of this crap. The kind of stuff that's being said to them, the stuff that's being said to Kelsey Mitchell, the kind of things that are being said to Natasha Howard are actually wild. People have taken a photo of these women and circled a bullseye on them and have said, it's on site when I see you. Those are actual threats. So what the WNBA is investigating is nothing to do with that, because they retracted their original statement and made sure that everyone knew that the only thing that they are investigating has to do with the Chicago Sky. It doesn't have, they're not protecting the Indiana Fever. We're all seeing these things. You can't gaslight a bunch of people who were seeing the negative things that are happening. I'm putting this out there so you guys know what's going on. I surely hope that within the next day we get an announcement of what they were actually investigating and what is going to be the action steps for this. But I'm letting you guys know right now, if this is like not settled, like I'm not going to be reporting on this stuff every single day or every single week. It's not worth it to me. I actually do enjoy watching people play basketball. So covering it, I just don't know. And it's actually really sad because there are so many women in the WNBA who, like I've told you guys, I think deserve so much spotlight. And the fact that these continue to be the headlines, and because these are the headlines, it's what every news outlet picks up. Because I'll also tell you guys, these people on the mainstream media morning talk shows do not watch basketball. They don't watch women's basketball. And you can tell because they have nothing to say about the actual basketball. The only things they have strong opinions on and comments on is when stuff like this happens. That's the only time you will hear these people speaking up and actually talking about women's basketball, is when all of this mess is going on. You won't see it. You'll only see them talking about it is if they can spin another narrative that has literally nothing to do with basketball. And it's so disrespectful to the women's game. And it's embarrassing. Like, I don't know how they sit up there and then go home and go to sleep at night being like, oh yeah, I just stirred up some more drama and I've never even watched a WNBA game. But you know what? I saw this Caitlin Clark foul and now I have a million things to say about it. Sometimes I feel like I'm in an insane asylum being a part of this, and I actually refuse to do it. So just letting you guys know, that is my update. I'm going to stay on this. I'm sorry that this was somewhat of an emotional video, but this is how I truly feel about all of this. It's actually maddening. It's really upsetting. It's embarrassing, and I can't do it again. And also, if I can't do it again, I guarantee you there's thousands of more people who will also be like, yeah, peace out, WNBA. Like, this is a mess. I didn't sign up for a reality show. And those who just want the reality show and don't care about actually growing the game of basketball and actually making it a product that thousands and millions of people want to tune into, then they'll have it. They'll have that because it won't grow. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot when you have a product that is on a trajectory like this. So anyway, I'll keep you guys updated if we get an official announcement of their investigation and what they happen to find. I hope that all of the players are protecting their own mental health, staying off social media. It's definitely not worth it. Leave that up to people like me to go on social media. For all the women in the WNBA, my advice to you is to just stay focused, keep working on your craft, be the best damn basketball player you could possibly be, because I promise you, that is what is going to attract fans in the long run. They don't care about this extra stuff. Be the absolute best basketball player that you can be. Put on a show every single night that you're on the court, and the fans are going to stick around and they are going to ride behind you. And that is what I've been doing for some of these players who I am a huge fan of. And otherwise, WNBA fans, please do better. Across the board, please do better. WNBA media, please do better. Because this is a thin line, and this is the year of opportunity for this league to take themselves to a new level. Don't ruin it. I'm gonna get off my soapbox now though, because that was insane. That was a lot. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Click that little subscribe button, because I do plan to upload new videos every single week. Yeah, we'll be back with some more, hopefully positive videos, and hopefully this will be something that they move past it and the rest of the season is smooth sailing. But it's like really disheartening that happened to be what's happening during weekend one. So that's all I have for you guys today. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Ooh, yeah.